round one between SMEA versus ANBU. ANBU first will be on the defense. On the other hand, there's SMEA on the attack. So I hope you guys are ready. Of course, there are no alerts because this is a tournament. Looks like we are gonna get to assemble our heroes, and now we're gonna go. We're gonna go again, boys. So yeah, I would really appreciate if you guys do share the stream, because of course I can't really do everything, but every little share you do counts. Every little promo you do counts. Of course, you guys could easily just like, so these are the teams that are gonna play, and we can go underway. Maybe someone else will pick this up. Okay. Okay lang. So okay lang guys, no problem. I'm sorry, not such of a graphics artist. So sadly, we don't have as much graphics today as we did for Kindled. We did have that sweet layout loading screen I made out for the teams, but apparently our graphics artist and our designated Mercy main player Nix are not having electricity right now. So shout out to him. Hopefully he can get back in and send us something good our way to help out the production, but mostly we'll have basic stuff. We already have all the basics in terms of the game itself, so don't worry about that. We will have proper layouts for all the action right here.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Let's go now into our game. Let me just turn off a few things. And yeah, I'm just like fucking photo editing right there. But yeah, go. So for now, we'll be on the defense. It is gonna be Savio on the Mercy, Ramar on the Zarya, Frederick on the Brigitte, Khalad on the Roadhog, Humi on the Soldier 76, and Glossinia on the Reinhardt. So ANBU fielding a 7-man roster. They do have their substitute Super Lock, so maybe he'll come in later on. On the other hand, it's Klein on the Mercy, Akashi on the Genji, Bentidiz on the Winston, Tocino on the Diva, the assistant on the Widowmaker, and Arube on the Lucio. So looks like SMEA here will be running the Lucio Mercy for the time being. They're gonna go in with the dive comp, just wants to engage into the hotel, and they actually go from the left hand side, and they now jump onto the back line, but a good protection there from Ramar. Akashi wants to dive in as well. Defense ratings has been popped up for the time being, but this looks like it is gonna be ANBU's hold for now. ANBU running a Reinhardt with a Roadhog. Not a pretty uncommon pairing, that's for sure. But it does give Khalad a lot of potential to go for the picks. Of course, Khalad a very good player, so maybe he wants to go for a pseudo DPS role on this instance. On the other hand, already there's the hook, and the assistant gets destroyed there by the Roadhog. Khalad already has his ultimate. Savio is ready with the Valkyrie. On the other hand, Humi working on the Soldier, as we do see a few switches coming out from SMEA for the time being. We see a Pharmacy now from the assistant and Klein. Akashi and Bentley do switch up as well. Tocino now gets the remake, and here comes SMEA with another engagement. Maybe the Normandy this time will last a little longer. There's a dive now from Tocino onto Savio, but the peel is so strong there from ANBU, bringing Tocino to the edge. Khalad with the whole hog to take down Klein. The whole hog here just used to control the direction SMEA is going, and this looks like it's gonna be another hold here for ANBU for the time being. So hopefully guys, there are no issues with the stream. If there are, just hit me up with it. Thanks for the bits right there, Tita Gaming. Sadly I don't get alert there, but yeah, thank you for the support. As Humi now goes for a snipe onto Tocino. Tocino there gets the mech. Humi with a kill. So now the Baby Diva can't actually go for suicide. Has to go all the way to the third point. Instead, will engage onto Ramar and Khalad. The Baby Diva right now just trying to hide. Humi spots her out, and they just pretty much ignore it. But it's really bad here because Tocino so close to the self-destruct already, to the Colmec rather already. And here comes the Soldier 76, gets the melee kill at the last moment. Tactic Visor has been popped. Humi gets a second kill this time, and the engagement in the backline. There is an Earth Shatter from Bentadis. He gets Glossinia. Graviton though coming out, and we have a Rocket Barrage now from the assistant. It is gonna clean up absolutely no one because Humi is there to take down the Pharah. We have a rally right now, and this is gonna be another successful hold here for ANBU. So once again guys, a quick little reminder, ANBU here is our 9th team, and they were the ones who registered the latest, as in late registration. So but instead we have given them a chance to play, but for them, they are the ones who automatically get the round 1 matchup, and it is gonna be against SMEA. You can check out the bracket later, as we have a Death Blossom now from Akashi. He gets one. This is an opening bait here by the Reaper. Has to get away from the Brigitte, but there's a stun now from Khalad, bringing the Reaper into the clutches of the Roadhog. Looks like Akashi though in a bad spot. Does die. Self-destruct is blocked by Glossinia and Ramar. Ramar getting a lot of energy for that. The contest though coming out still from SMEA. They're just tossing bodies on the floor for the time being. Lucina right now with the flank, wants to go for the Zarya this time, but there's the bubble, and look at this, the Diva getting shredded apart by the Zarya, being pocketed out by Savio. This has been such a good support lane here from the Mercy, and a perfect stun there on the Ruby as he goes for the sound barrier. This is gonna be another successful hold here for ANBU, and Klein and the Assistants right now should just back off, try to go for the reset. They are lacking in numbers for the time being. Lucina right now gets the remake back, and it looks like the Diva will try to engage on the right hand side. Kala is jumping around, does get the D-Mech right here. Pops the Baby Diva out of the mech. So the assistant now is flying on top, and here's the Rocket Barrage. Lucina does fall, but Kala with a counter kill. We do have an Kashi death plus, but it does end with no casualties. Humi though in the backline does get 3, and this has been such a clean defense here for ANBU. Can they seal the deal? Taking down Aruba, shatter onto Bentadis, and that is gonna be the defense full holding here on King's Row. Turn up your mic. Turn up my mic. Oh, sorry, man. Wait lang. What's up my mic?
0-0. Switching sides.
There you go. There you guys. You guys better? Is it better now? Sorry about that. I'm a little tired. That's one game lang ba to? BO3. So yeah, guys, this is a best of 3. Don't worry about it, guys. SMEA does have a really good chance to still take this if they do tie it here on the hybrid map. So give me a sec, and it is gonna be now ANBU on the attack. Oh, what's up? So yeah, if chat does have any concerns or anything they need to address to me, please just do it on Twitch chat. How Gibbo does it, just goes for the @ and I can see it very easily. Hopefully my mic is a-okay, guys. You know, just tell me if there are any other problems with the audio, with any of the aspects of the stream, and thank you guys for tuning in. So for now though, we might see a Bastion here from ANBU, but on the other hand, it is gonna be a double main tank here from SMEA. So Lucina Bentadis will probably just anchor onto the point. They're not setting up on the second floor, which is kinda interesting when they do have the Risa. When you have an Risa, you usually want to set up on the second floor first to get the high ground advantage, and will only drop down with the paired the tank, usually the Roadhog, and then Lucina will drop down to go for the corner camp. But on the other hand, we have a Genji and a Soldier 76, a very outclassed pairing, that's for sure. Like, it's not really as meta as it could be. On the other hand, we finally have a sniper. It is gonna be, I mean, we didn't see an assistant on the sniper a while ago, but it is gonna be ANBU's turn to go for the sniper instead. They're gonna run the Mercy Moira, so it's a lot of healing with the dive, which is very interesting because there's barely any mobility here from the Moira and the Mercy to dive with the Winston and the Diva properly. They do have to commit their cooldowns to actually just go in with their team. So the fade, it's gonna be probably a fade jump there from Ramar, and Savio with the Guardian Angel as well. Very risky here for ANBU. Let's see if they can make it work. There's the fade in from Ramar already, and Humi gets picked off by Akashi. Frederick though with a takedown onto Arube, going for a few shots. There's the rest now on to Arube, but this has been going pretty well here for ANBU so far, till the death of Savio. Now the healing is gone here, and tanks have to back off. Khaled though will commit, going for the pulse bomb, trying to get as much charge as he can. Wants to get the pick onto the Mercy, because if the Mercy does die, Khaled knows that it will take a while for Klein to get back, but it is gonna be a soft reset here for ANBU. For now, Khaled just trying to be sneaky for the time being. Goes on the second floor. Really smart play here. Just trying to get away from the bulk of SMEA. On the other hand, it is Bentadis ready with the Earth Shatter for now. Just standing in front for the time being. We see another contest. There's a dive now from Kusenia and Frederick. They're a little late in terms of sync though. Kusenia is the one who always goes first. It is always a second behind there from the Diva. Shatter now on to Savio, Ramar, and Kusenia. It looks like we have a Dragon Blade from Makashi. A few ultimates being used here by SMEA, but a little overcommitment, I believe. Doesn't need the Supercharger, or maybe didn't need the Dragon Blade, but it is gonna be another hold here for SMEA, showing off that what they can do. So for now, guys, let me just figure out what will happen in case of a tie. But it is gonna be, ANBU still has a lot of chances, guys. They probably have around four engagements here for the time being. Sorry about my voice a little. It's a little hoarse from yesterday. We had our little Overwatch game over sesh, and it was quite a fun night, that's for sure. And so you guys do want to join this tournament that has been brought to you by that same community, and you know, it's a quick little or Overwatch family, that's for sure. Aruba though, ready with the Transcendence. Kala jumps in front, has switched to the Roadhog to go for a little more tank. We have a Brigitte now from Frederick, and Frederick goes for the stun onto Akashi. Akashi gets knocked back, but looks like they're struggling to actually engage onto the Orisa. Reinhardt, look at that, the double shield T-junction strategy. Humi though does get a snipe onto Ruby, taking down the Zenyatta and the Transcendence from the equation. Humi now trying to get from Akashi as the assistant goes for the attack visor onto Savio. Khaled with a takedown, 2 for 2 trade so far. Beto this just going for a few swings for the time being. There's the rest now onto Soldier, and there might be a lot more damage now going out the way of SMEA. And go all off the point. Beto this with oh, it is gonna be a shatter from both sides. A few people get stunned up. Beto this goes for the charge, but it is gonna be SMEA holding on for the time being. Calabog with the desperation whole hog, popping out, forcing Aruba rather to go for the Transcendence, and I guess that is worth it. The moment you see the Transcendence coming out from SMEA, you know you have burned such a key ultimate. It will take a while for Aruba to get that back up. He might not even be able to get it within the next minute. Akashi though ready with the Dragon Blade right now. Can make a play here. Can be the hero that SMEA does need. Can he be the commander that they need? But looks like Akashi will be focused down by Frederick and Humi. Here comes ANBU right now trying to clutch this out. They're gonna engage from the left hand side to have fallen. Khaled making it rain from above, and the Pharah has been uncontested here. This is so good here from ANBU. A perfect switch to go for the Pharah, and this is gonna be the game on King's Row. A good try there from SMEA, but just a little too late reaction against the Pharah of ANBU. So ANBU does take a first win here on King's Row. And play of the game does go to Humi. So just check that out, guys, as we do communicate what the next map will be.
Justice reigns from above. I've got you on my sights.
And on the first attack here on King's Row, everyone just loading up right now as do we do wait on. So let's play the appropriate music right now while we're waiting on. So once again, guys, sorry, no song requests for tournaments. We only use Overwatch music to avoid any kinds of issues with anyone that's for sure. Daks, wala ka man tulog? Ako? Wait lang tulog? I had like 3 hours of sleep, thanks to you guys. But yeah, it's okay. We can do this. I do have a lot of things to do today, so just help me out here, guys, with the promotions. I would really appreciate any and all promotions you can do, as well as any follows and subs you guys can do, of course, just to, you know, give some more life to this community. And thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I can already see we'll do a lot more tournaments in the future with our very generous sponsors and are very willing partners and community members. So don't expect this to be the last tournament, guys. It looks like everything is going well so far, and I do appreciate you guys for being here and tuning in. So let's now talk about the lineups. Oh, are we gonna see a few role switches here for SMEA for the time being? It is gonna be Klein now on the Soldiers 76 though, so she's gonna probably take the helm to go for a few shots. Akashi will be on the Hanzo, Benton is on the Reinhardt, Tocino on the Mercy, the assistant on the Zarya, and Arube on Diana. So wait lang, guys, give me a sec lang. Okay, on the other hand, it is gonna be Savio here on the Mercy, Ramar on the Zarya, Frederick on the Brigitte, still Khalad on the Bastion, Humi on the Widowmaker, and Gusinya on the Orisa. So it looks like ANBU will go for the patented Pirates of the Caribbean ship right here. Can Khalad be the Jack Sparrow of Route 66? Gets up on top now onto the payload, trying to set up there. Finally, Khalad on it. Will set up. Of course, no skins, guys, as a tournament. Oh, Gusinya with a very questionable barrier right here. Looks like he's gonna protect this flank, and it's not gonna work out. This is really dangerous here for the Bastion for the time being. And this is a really good opportunity here for SMEA to go for some poke damage. Okay, a few right clicks there. Humi does get a snipe onto Akashi. Wants to go for Klein next. Gets the ding there. This is so good here for ANBU. Have made an opening to take down the Hanzo already. Tosina finally gets to go for the res. But Humi gets the snipe onto Klein as well. So for now, SMEA down a man. Has to engage. And they're struggling to actually get on to the payload. Look at that. Lucinia finally does drag the assistant in. He's going to go for the buy grenade. That's a huge buy grenade there from Aruber actually. But for now, SMEA is still trying to retreat. They have no answer here for the Bastion. And let me tell you guys what you do against a Bastion. The moment you get into a corner of your choosing, an engagement point away from any backup sight lines, from like a Widowmaker or something, the moment you get the numbers advantage, that's when you dive onto the Bastion. And this is such an easy point here for ANBU for the time being. So Frederick though does get a few picks for the time being, and this is gonna be ANBU all the way. This has been the ANBU show so far with the Bastion. Just their pirate ship has not seen any tides turning in aggression to them. Khaled Bulg right now just trying to set up, ready with the configuration tank for the time being. It is gonna be Humi popping the inside, wanting to pop a few heads, knowing the Mercy's there. Oh, sadly misses the entry frag. That is really bad there from Humi for now. Could have gotten the Mercy to seal the deal already here on the second checkpoint, but ANBU just pretty much just chilling on the payload. The Orisa of Dulcinea just there, but Khaled has been spotted out. He did use configuration tank in the backline. Bentadis has had enough of this payload push. Takes down Frederick, wants to go for the Orisa of Dulcinea next. The Reinhardt now retreating. We have the assistant now assisting the Reinhardt to get up in front. The Zarya just trying to shut apart Dulcinea for the time being. And now though, Aruba ready with the Nano Boost. Akashi ready with the Dragon Cycle. So a lot of ultimates being held here by SMEA for the time being. They are gonna be a more disciplined team, that's for sure. They have learned from the Kings Row game that they shouldn't blow all their ults in one combo, especially when you have to go against a Pharah. This is Humi now playing the Pharah Calabug on the McCree, so shout out to everyone in the spectator right now. So Humi going for a few shots here and there. It looks like it is going to be Akashi on the retreat. We have a rally now from Frederick, and he's going to rally all the attack power that ANBU has. But we have an Nano Boost now from Bentadis. Gets the charge and the kill. Klein is the one who gets the blow up on the Brigitte for the time being. A few trades here and there. Svedo staying alive. Bentadis with 2 more. The Reinhardt right now just getting all the kills he wants. There's the res from Savio, but it gets counteracted by Bentadis for the time being. We have Frederick now going for another stun. This time the Brigitte back in action, wants revenge. Getting a few swings there onto the Reinhardt, but it is Bentadis now getting the shatter, and this Reinhardt has been the linchpin of the defense for SMEA for the time being. But Humi goes with the rocket barrage, gets a quick little sleep dart as well, and Narubit takes him to the grave with a quick little buy grenade and sleep dart combination. For now though, the assistant and Klein ready with the Graviton and the Riptide. This is actually really good here for SMEA because they're gonna be expending only 2 ultimates in this fight if they play it properly. If the assistant does get the Grav, he will be in his namesake right now, just assisting Klein with all those kills. Ramar and the assistant though just facing off in the front line. Fire Strike comes out, but it's not gonna get anyone at all. ANBU and SMEA right now playing a poke game, and Humi gets the kill on to Klein, taking the Reptile out of the equation. This is really good for ANBU. Now they can just go on to the advanced set. Humi with a takedown onto her room once again, and this soldier getting all the picks he needs. Khaled with the Deadeye as well. Looks like the hit scans have been on point, and this is ANBU taking down 4 already. Bentadis gets brought back up to life, but this might be a life the Reinhardt doesn't want to live instead. I don't want to be born here, says Bentadis, and he'll be taken down so quickly by Khaled Bulg. Payload route reaching the second checkpoint, and we are gonna move on to the indoor area of Route 66. A very valiant defense there from SMEA, figuring out what to do against the Bastion comp after what ANBU did to them in the first checkpoint. But at the same time, Calabog with the configuration tank play, very rusty in that sense. Just it doesn't work out that you can't solo everyone with the configuration tank there, and these hit scan switches actually working out a lot better for ANBU. So now the Brigitte and the Graviton, the Zarya rather, of ANBU both ready with their ultimates. Looks like Savio can go for the Valkyrie as well. Frederick now will pop the rally, and we have the Graviton. This can be a good play here from Arube, from the assistant and Klein, but Klein already dies. Riptar still not really doing much. Another chatter coming out from the backline. It is Khaled going for the Deadeye, spots no targets. Bentadis with the shield up in front, and ANBU on the retreat. Khaled gets a quick little pin to the face. Humido with the attack visor in the backline, takes down Klein, goes for the assistant as well. Tosina trying to hide. Looks like he won't be cooked tonight against the hot lead that is the Soldier 76. The heal shockers have been avoided as well. The Mercy trying to take on the Soldier right now. Here comes the rest of the backup from both squads. Tosina gets shredded apart by Ramar, and ANBU right now now, taking advantage of the lack of position here from SMEA for the time being.
Face your resistance.
We have a supercharger right now from Lucinia, and the payload so close to the end already. SMEA just trying to reform their lines, bend this air out into the side, and Akashi is the one in front instead. He gets a quick little shield bash to the face. Lucinia right now with the Valkyrie just flying around, the system with a takedown on the Frederick, and we have a Dragon Blade here from Akashi. He takes down Humi, wants to go for a few more targets, cuts Savio in half. It is gonna be the Orisa turned into scraps. Ramar, the only survivor right now. Looks like the Zari will have to go for the reset, try to get away with all that energy, but he can't be the Euro Truck Simulator that he is. Bentadis gets the charge there onto Ramar, and SMEA with another hold. So I've had a few inquiries why the name has been Dakspedida in the tournament, so I will be probably telling you guys later on, probably after the next series. I'll update everyone already what's gonna be happening. And also, we do have giveaways here. Thanks to our community members, they are gonna give away some loot boxes to lucky members of the audience. So basically, I'll just grab the viewer list from Twitch and put it on randomize. The first name that shows up and is valid will get one of the prizes. Lucinia gets a valid target with the charge, gets the assistant, a shatter though from Bentadis. So many people on the floor right now for ANBU. Charge coming out, the assistant with a nano boost as well. Graviton onto 2, however, Tocino is the first target. He falls. Huge buy grenade there from Arube, but Kala does too much damage with the Hula for the time being, and ANBU now taking down 3, takes down assistant as well. This is gonna be a really good push here. Klein has to go for the contest. The raid form isn't available because he's dead, and it is ANBU ending Route 66 with the high note. Looks like they have found the highway that they belong in.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
So we are gonna switch the sides now here for SMEA and ANBU. ANBU finishing the map off with 51 seconds to spare. So they did struggle in their second point and their third point compared to the first point. The first point was a complete train wreck there from SMEA's defense, but they were able to hold it out quite decently, especially in the second checkpoint, countering out the configuration tank. It was a very good play there from Bentadis, so quick shout out to Bentadis with the Reinhardt play. Very, very impressive from him. But now he's gonna go on to the Winston instead. We'll see if SMEA will be running the dive bomb for now. So thank you for the water. So for now, it is gonna be ANBU now on the defense. It is Savio on the Ana, Ramar on the Zarya. So, we do have a Sombra here from Humi, which is very interesting. Khaled on the Junkrat as well. So it is gonna be the Savio solo healer, solo main healer here for ANBU. Frederick can go for a few heals when they engage, but it is only gonna be Ramar and Lucinia who will benefit from an engagement like that. A quick little repair pack here and there from Frederick though might be able to save the Junkrat in the Sombra for the time being, but we really have to keep an eye out on Savio, probably channeling his inner Ana main here. So ANBU playing a very old school lineup here on Route 66.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
On the other hand, we have SMEA right now with a half dive, half Zarya. Okay, so the thing about the Winston Zarya combination, guys, you do bubble the Winston up when he jumps in. So you can't do that. You can't bubble up the Tracer instead. The Winston desperately needs it, or else he will die so quickly, get melted down so fast. Methodist now gets a quick little bubble, but he doesn't jump. Humi with a pick off already onto the assistant. Wants to go for the Ana next. There's the chance to get away, but we do have an engagement there. Look at that. Humi and Calabog right now just staying beside the health pack, needs that so desperately. And ANBU right now playing such an old school style. I don't think they've realized that the health packs here from the Sombra don't give ult charge anymore, but they probably know it. But you know, with their lineup right now, they're gonna be relying so heavily on Savio to hit all those shots. He has to go for 100% accuracy, but looks like ANBU right now holding on for the time being. A hack there onto Tocino. And ANBU gets the first successful hold here on the first point. EMP is available now from Humi, getting it quite quickly, getting it in the minute And ANBU goes for the retreat right now, doesn't want to overextend. Of course, guys, if you are on the attack, on the defense rather, and the attack is coming out from the spawn, they can easily switch to a Widowmaker, get a Sniper 2 safely from spawn, and just engage in the 5v6. A very smart play there from ANBU to call for the retreat. Really good communication right there from the team. And now SMEA just staying beside the corner, the D.Va and the Orisa right now. So a lot of attack switches here from SMEA, which is very, very risky to do. It does have a reek of desperation right now, because when you do so many switches with your tanks, you just keep on resetting your ult charge. You're gonna struggle to get it back. And look at that. Ult advantage heavily in favor of ANBU for the time being. Khalad's Riptide though not really working out for the time being. Akashi with a takedown onto Savio, and this time it is gonna be SMEA trying to give ANBU a taste of their own medicine. The Pharah play, but a huge EMP there from Humi, grabs the Pharah and does get a hack onto Tocina. There's a pickoff right now. We have a rally as well, and this is gonna be ANBU just engaging straight onto the faces of the SMEA. Humi here with a kill onto 2. It is gonna be the Reinhardt of Glacinia with a takedown onto Bentadis as well, and now ANBU just beating back SMEA once again. Akashi in the sky almost gets knocked back by the whip shot. Humi wants to go for the hack there, but it's not gonna work yet. It's a little too far here for the Sombra for the time being.
My ultimate is charging. My ultimate is charging.
So after this game, guys, we will have the Miraculum versus Anti-Venom series, which is, you know, supposed to start around 3:45. But we do give leeway, of course. We did start late, and it is a best of 3. Humi now with a takedown on Decline. Another switch right here, and we have a Rocket Barrage now from Akashi. He gets 2. Nano boosted up as well. A very impressive play there from Tocino and Akashi right now. Kusenya now the next set target. Humi wants to go for the Desperation EMP to try and get a pick, but he's the one who gets focused down instead by Arube. It is gonna be SMEA carving a path here on Route 66. They want to make a canyon of their own, guys, and Akashi will be the one to spearhead the construction here. Looking for a new target. It is gonna be Frederick right now. The Pharah, a very, very good pick against the Brigitte. SMEA just trying to get back onto the payload, trying to push the payload as fast as they can. The real question is, can ANBU make it in time to go for the contest? Because Khalad will go for the Riptire, wants to go for a target or 2. Looks like SMEA will abandon the payload for the time being, but Bentadis is the one who does fall as well. Ramar now with the grab onto 2. Klein with the EMP, and there's a self-destruct right now. Humi sees some kills. Arubi with 2. Bentadis and Arubi right now trying to stay alive, but Humi will get the pick off onto the baby D.Va. That could have been great there from SMEA, but ANBU just with a perfect shutdown. And let's just watch that again. Hopefully we did get to that. Yes, we did. Calibal gets a pick off there onto Bentadis, and there's the Graviton, and the EMP comes out, and look at that. The Reinhardt just has to stand in front of Self-Destruct, has to take it, no way to get out. ANBU though does get another hold, and this is gonna be the last contest here for SMEA. So Khaled gets a quick little bear trap, but Klein will be the one who does dive. Bentadis with a good jump with Akashi, and look at this, the dive comp switch now from SMEA, getting a few kills. Savio does well as well. Humi in the back line, and there's the Earth Shatter from Glacinia, gets a 2 attacks. Tocino though with another pick off. Humi goes for the dead dive. Akashi with a takedown, and a perfectly executed dive here from SMEA keeps the chances alive in our Dakspedida tournament.
Payload has reached the checkpoint.
Another switch there from SMEA. This time it pays off. ANBU ill prepared to go against the dive. Khaled went for the backline, taking down Klein, but the damage has been done. Bentadis and Aruba just scattering the defense. So SMEA right now has a good chance to go for the second checkpoint. They do have 2 minutes and 10 on the clock. So yeah, guys, SMEA right now will engage on to the second checkpoint. We'll just, you know, get past the motorcycle garage, get past the bar, and looks like they're not gonna be any part of Sunsercan Anarchy right now, as Khaled goes for the blinks. Humi already with the pick off onto the assistant. There's the pulse bomb, and it's just not gonna be enough. Klein's steel trap is the one that does die, but that's gonna be it. ANBU right now will engage once again with the rally, and ANBU's defense has been very, very aggressive thanks to this Brigitte. They want to go for the D.Va next. Humi with another set of kills, as Khaled just tries to whittle down Aruba as much as he can. There's a dive now from Bentadis. Bentadis trying to get to the back line, gets a quick little by a grenade to the face, and it is gonna be ANBU once again with another successful hold. So with 1:18 here on the clock, SMEA does have around 2 engagements here left. They need to make this Dragon Blade count. The real question is, will they pair it up with the Nano Blade? Will they pair it up with the Self-Destruct? Those are the real questions on how SMEA is gonna run this defense, this attack. We have Nana Busart now, and there's Humi! Just makes it rain here on the Grand Canyon. I never knew this arid wasteland could have such many rains, and Humi is the one who proves it. And let's just watch that again. That was so quick there. The engagement over even before it starts. So look at this. Akashi trying to set up the blade, but nope. Here comes Humi. He just goes for the side. Just makes it rain onto Akashi, Arube, and the assistant. A solid play there from the ANBU Farah. 4 ultimates already here for SMEA, and they do have one last suicide mission here. Maybe they can get all the crew members alive in this next clash. But Humi already with the flank wants to go for Clyde, blows him up so quickly. Beta does get the charge though onto Frederick, and here comes Akashi. Nana boosted up, gets a Savio first, wants to go for the Zarya next. Ramar will be cut into bits and pieces, and SMEA right now hasn't gotten all the kills that they do need though, so they are not out of the woods yet. Humi with the takedown onto Tocino. He does die though to the assistant. So ANBU right now getting team wipe for the time being. Will have to reset 4 people now, pushing the payload here for SMEA. ANBU not really doing any switches, and Tocino brought back up to life, so Diana can get a really good position to actually set up on top of the bar for the time being. On the other hand, here's Ramar and Calabog ready with their ultimates. Maybe Ramar can go for the grab into the pulse bomb that could seal the deal and the fate of SMEA here. Just blow up the Normandy as they come in. Akashi with a deflect. Arube flies up in the sky, doesn't use the self-destruct just yet. A huge fire grenade, and there's the grab right now. Self-destruct coming in to Bullet, and that is gonna be the game. A perfect grab right there from the Zarya to bring everyone away from the payload.
Play of the game.
Play of the game does go to Humi, as we did watch it. Just look at that rocket barrage, perfectly placed. And look at that twitch onto Akashi and Arube. He knew he just needed 2 rockets to get the kill.